There we go. All right. Hope everybody's doing well today. We got a little bit of a downtime session, little intermission from the regular game. Beetle is unfortunately not going to be joining us today, and it's going to be a much shorter section in general. Before we get started, how's everybody doing this week?
Can this week be over yet
Uh,
already?
Uh, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess technically the week just started. I always think of Sunday as the end of the week and not the beginning.
Yeah, that's
to be fair, a lot of calendars also do that. It depends on where you live, I think.
Huh. Interesting.
But
It's
I
never
always
seemed
think it
like
as
that.
the end of the week too, just because of scheduling purposes.
Yeah.
This is my start of the week, or I guess midweek.
Well, thinking about work week and the actual layout of the week are two different things.
Yeah.
I yeah, I don't really think of it in like week blocks. I just split the week into weekdays and weekends, and then just kind of exist. That's what my brain
fair.
calendar is.
My
Hey,
weekdays
well,
are reversed.
thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. God, 8 months. That's crazy. Almost it's the start. So gonna be a real chill day. Just going over what your characters are doing. You have about a 2 month period of just doing whatever you want before your next mission.
Yeah.
So we talked about some of them in DMs. Who wants to go first?
Do we
Or
want to just
not DMs.
footnote Beetle real quick, just because he told us what he was probably gonna do?
Yeah, Beetle. The main thing that he said was that he wanted to try to get new armor, right? Or did I miss something?
Yeah, he wanted new armor to be a little bit more stealthy. So
Yeah.
I did
So
suggest.
specifically something that doesn't give him disadvantage
The main issue with
in
that
stealth,
would
probably.
be light armor, real.
Yeah.
Medium
let's
armor
say-
sometimes I think does it, but heavy armor definitely does it.
He's a
Does not.
fighter, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at his sheet.
Yeah,
real
he's a
quick.
melee fighter.
So I can make him some better medium armor, and then 6th level we can talk about maybe getting medium armor master.
So he is currently wearing chainmail.
Yeah, that's
Is that medium?
that is medium. Yes, I believe.
I
So-
believe chainmail imposes disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, I'm opening up like roll 20. It's like shit, real quick. So I forget. Yeah, chainmail does not.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So he
Well,
can
then
get
he's
already.
No, wait, no. So chainmail is heavy armor. A chain
Oh, yeah,
shirt
yeah,
is
yeah.
medium.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
What's his
gotcha.
dex right now?
His dex is a 13.
So a plus.
So if you wanted to give him medium armor that doesn't impose disadvantage, breastplate is the highest one. Maybe you could like make a special +1 or something. I don't know. but-
probably make like +1 breastplate.
But all the
Wait.
heavy armors impose disadvantage unless he would have had something for that.
Yeah.
And
get, like,
I don't really expect him to sneak around in heavy armor in the first place anyway.
I'll talk to him about his stuff in between now and next time. That way,
Yeah, I'm just
he
gonna
can, he
shoot
can get a
about
better
it.
he can get a better idea of what his options are, like possibly going into something like mithril to get rid of that stealth penalty. Or
Seeing his
It
dex
does-
is not that high, it's better if he stays heavy armor.
yeah. But so moving on from Beetle, who wants to go next?
We should roll for it.
I have
If
no
you-
idea because mine's completely dependent
I
on
think
y'all.
that would be funny.
If you'd like to, we can definitely roll for it.
I think that would be funny.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and go through the Discord list here. I need one volunteer to roll me a D4 and tell me what it rolls.
What? Oh, that's me. I got it too.
No, number 2 would actually be Jaybird. I was going down the Discord list.
Well, like I said, it's dependent
about,
on other people.
Okay,
Since I'm a
I
since
thought
I'm a cra-
Kiara
since
was
I'm a,
first and I was second.
they're looking on the
Well-
side, not the.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
never
yeah,
mind
yeah.
then.
I was going through like
Oh, right, because I'm not listed with you guys. I thought you were going in the voice call list. Okay.
yeah.
I understand, though.
Well, in that case, since Jaybird wants to wait until the end to see if anybody needs to commission an item from him, then in that case we will jump to Nair. Or
Eh,
to Sarah.
that is me. Uh, well, we discussed this a little bit earlier today. I was gonna focus mainly on training and potentially acquiring new weapons and styles. And since I have the gunner feat already, we kind of suggested going over here because there's a merchant here that sells basic firearms.
Yeah, over in Grotza, which it's a pretty easy trek to make. You guys have plenty of time. You could get
Yeah, I
literally
figured, like,
to anywhere and back with plenty of time to spare. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I figured,
farthest
like,
place from here is Isla Brisga, and that's like a 3-day journey on foot.
gotcha. Yeah, I kind of figured everyone was just gonna do their own thing, and Sarai would just like ask about where she could get new weapons to train with, and someone would just point her in this direction. Specifically ranged, just because she's a ranged fighter,
Yeah. So,
and the equipment we've been picking up is mainly.
with that information, you would be quickly informed that it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something more classic, like a longbow, a crossbow, something similar to that, then your best choice would be Miram, as their carpentry and bowry is leagues above what pretty much anybody else has. If you're looking for something more mechanical, then you would be better off searching in Grossa. There is a merchant there. He has had a metallurgy workshop opened for quite some time.
Probably. While I'm thinking about it, I need to take off the longbow +1, I believe. Just because
that was just
that was an artificer thing.
Yeah, I can.
That was an artificer thing.
Yeah, it's an artificer.
Yeah, I already untook it. Yeah, I took it off.
Okay. I will undo the item on my end.
Yeah. Let's go to Groza. Mechanically, I do have the gunner perk, so it would actually put that into full use, and maybe give some more shenanigans with a gun.
Yeah. And to kind of start beating around the bush a little bit, you had mentioned earlier that you were interested in like a firearm. So the basic options that you have available to you is a flintlock pistol. It is 1 shot per round, crits on a 19 or 20, and you need to use a bonus action to reload.
I have gunner ignores the loading.
That's right, it sure does. It is 1d8 damage. There is a blunderbuss, which has much shorter range, but deals a d12 worth of damage.
So it's basically the effectiveness of a shotgun.
Yes.
That's it. Just making sure.
So go ahead and roll me a persuasion check to see if there's anything else that this guy has to offer, or if he's heard of anything else.
All right. Let me switch back to my menu. Persuasion. Blop. Oh, I did not mean to have advantage. So 7. That was on from last time, I think.
Yeah. He is willing to have it enchanted for you, if you'd like, but that is about it. He does offer an attachment. It is it's an enchanted kind of like razor thin sheet of metal that it almost works more like a net that you drape over the barrel, and it basically shreds the bullet, making it so that it can hit 2 people that are next to each other for reduced damage.
Oh, so it's like there's a word for that specific kind of like ammunition spread, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Like birdshot.
Yeah, essentially. I want to say it was exploding ammunition, but I don't think that's it. But I do get what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What would be the price point for all this?
So for just the pistol, that would be 20 gold. For just the blunderbuss, that would be 50 gold. To have either of them enchanted to a +1, 500 gold on top of it. For the enchanted mesh, that would be an additional 100 gold.
Can I maybe buy the pistol, then go to a shooting range just to get a feel for the weapon, to train with it a little bit before making that decision?
You definitely could, yeah.
Yeah. I figured the guy would have some sort of practice area set up for it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then in the meantime, we could cut to somebody else while that happens, and then just come back to me.
Yeah, we'll cut to somebody else while you think about it, and we'll come back.
Alright, but I will buy the pistol for 20.
Yeah. And then for each 10 rounds, it's going to be an additional, just regular basic ammunition. Actually, no, I forgot. We're not counting regular ammunition. Enchanted ammunition is going to be far more expensive, but you wouldn't be using that for training anyway.
Gotcha.
So
basically, just the 20 for the...
Yeah, just a 20 for a little pocket pistol. I'm gonna roll a D2.
Yeah.
1 is Kiara. 2 is Savvy. That's Savvy. What is Ashlyn up to during the break?
She is gonna take those expensive bottles and go see her 2 favorite saints.
Wine Mom!
Yeah, and remind me, those were Demir and Scorn?
I believe so. I'm pulling my character sheet up, or my backstory.
Yeah.
There she is.
Savvy is just a little bit fun. Let me see if I cannot turn
Yep,
you up.
Demir and Scorn.
Savvy, do you have any way of turning yourself up?
Is that better?
Much better.
There we go.
Yeah, so Demir and Scorn. Demir typically he lives in Goldcrest. Storm, you're one of few people who knows his actual permanent residence. You would know that he lives north of Goldcrest in the woods, in the forest.
So, I'ma go to Goldcrest and slide up on Demir and be like, let's go see your not favorite buddy.
Yeah, they don't necessarily get along the best, as you know. But let me just see if he is doing anything. Don't believe he's doing anything right now. I do in the background occasionally have them like have different plans and stuff going on, so that way they show up in different towns at different points if people want to meet them in different games. Right now, he is actually resting and recuperating in Goldcrest, so he's willing to come with you. Yeah. And about a half a day's journey north of Goldcrest, this little tower here that nobody's ever really questioned before. Let me go ahead and zoom the map in a little bit. You would find the cozy little shack of Scorn Vossexer. The large purple furbolg with long white hair just braided down his back. And he seems to just be out watering his garden as you two approach.
I'm gonna pull my bottles out. Say, have you missed us?
He's just going to kind of slowly turn and give you just a very warm smile. If I knew I was going to have guests, I would have put on some tea. Sarai. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong name. Ashlyn. It's good to see you again.
I'm not gonna do my accent today.
No worries.
It just ain't happening.
It ain't
brought you
poppin'.
some stuff from our missions. Mission singular. I brought Lugnut here with us, with me.
I see that. As long as you don't break anything in my home again, you're welcome to stay. Just keep your voice down. And at that, Demir rolls his eyes, just kind of like leaning on his club. Ah, old man. You never did know how to party.
I love them so much. I'm gonna hand a bottle to Demir
Yeah.
and say, "Well, why don't you show us, sir?"
Yeah, and he's going to just kind of lift it up to his lips and then just keep tilting back, almost as if he's just drinking from a water bottle for a moment. Scorn looks disappointed and is going to begin setting a table. 4 spots, despite there only being the 3 of you, as he usually prepares an extra. And as the night goes on, he does drink just a little bit, but not enough to get him any more than just a little bit warm. Demir, he's getting a little bit out of it. Definitely underestimated how much alcohol was in dwarven booze when he first just started to chug.
You good over there? You good, Demir?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
Tony the Tiger. Sorry, the tone was just perfect on there.
Yup. Scorn, for the most part, just sipping some tea. He's not really a huge drinker, as you know. He enjoys the taste a little bit, but doesn't really drink to get drunk. And so, just pouring himself a cup. Not that I don't enjoy your company, Ashlyn, but what brings you here today? Just sharing word of your victory?
Yeah. Do I have the flying thing with me? Where's the flying thing?
So,
There's the boy.
for right now, because nobody said that they were really going to be watching over him, it is still currently in Frostford, being kind of looked over by the members of the Witch Keepers, inspected a little bit, trying to make sure that it isn't going to wreak absolute havoc on the local ecosystem, as it is technically an invasive species.
I was gonna say, alternatively, make sure we can actually care for it, because this is a completely alien environment to it.
Yeah.
Did we ever learn what this thing eats? I feel like we did, but I don't remember.
You guys were just kind of feeding it, and it was just taking whatever you gave it. It didn't really seem to care, but you don't really know
So,
if that's healthy.
I guess we can operate under the assumption it's probably an omnivore, and if it decides to eat something around here, we'll find out, I guess. Hopefully,
But
it's not Chuck from accounting.
a dog might eat out of the garbage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for it.
Yeah. Maybe we should like talk to an animal doctor or something if they have one back at the base, like a vet.
They don't, but they will be sending for one.
Yeah, that's questions for later.
Yeah.
Since this is kind of a downtime thing, I figured we could probably just address that later.
Yeah. Like, during this time, it's getting checked out. It's getting made sure that it's not going to, like, infect everybody with some horrible space illness.
God, I wish.
Yeah.
It's about time.
To ask both Demir and Scorn if they've ever heard of. Where are my notes?
They would not know.
Where are your notes?
I think it's under something. The place from my dream.
Yeah.
Like he said.
So Demir just, like, thinks for a moment and just shakes his head. Scorn, give me one moment. I need to check something.
Okay. And I'll mute and look for my notes.
So that's good.
How did I get here? What the hell?
What's up? Oh, did you get?
Stitch.
Oh
Why am
no!
I here? Wrong campaign. Where's the penguin?
Oh god damn it!
No penguin for you.
But that is my emergency food.
Okay, now say aloha.
No.
Aloha. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind
Or
This is
or
a
forgotten.
this is a very
Thank you.
different
I am
voice.
easily satisfied.
What?
This is a very different voice. Oh, I don't have your token saved.
I'm very easily satisfied.
I'll fix that later.
We'll fix that later.
What?
Yeah. Jaybird is a raptor today.
Yeah. I can actually do shit here. Kill them all.
Oh, please no.
Yeah, he's a level 18 fucking rogue.
Nice.
Particularly a scout rogue, so he can double tap 2 of y'all with 1 shot each sneak attack.
Please no.
Jesus.
Please teach me your ways.
I'm trying to remember. There's no warlock that gets commune, is there?
One
What's
second.
commune?
Commune
Is it a spell?
It's how, like, clerics and paladins speak to their no, sorry, speak
paladins
to
don't
their
have that.
gods.
No, not really. That's more like the spell. Only cleric has that.
Didn't think so.
Specifically cleric, oath of devotion or oath of glory.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it'd be cleric, divine.
So
soul
basically
sorcerer.
cleric or cleric paladin.
Yeah. Cleric, paladin, and the single sword.
Yeah, okay, didn't think so.
Because with
For
like
cleric, it
warlock,
might be exclusive to order domain, but I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote
oh
me.
no, the order domain gets automatically prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it
Hey,
says
it's part of
particular-
their auto spell list or something.
Yeah, same with devotion and glory and divine soul. Or divine soul can just get it because it gags.
Hold on.
Gotcha,
I
yeah,
just
okay.
realized that the reason I asked is completely moot anyway.
Because I'm like,
because
warlock's patrons can just say sup.
yeah, and
Where's my money?
so yeah.
Yeah, no, clerics are kind of like asking permission. The warlock patrons just kind of do whatever the fuck they want, and
Yeah, so Scorn thinks for a moment and just, no, but I know someone who may know more than me. And he is going to just outstretch his hand that's like stretch it away from the table and the group. And in his hand, there is kind of a purplish starlight that begins to shimmer. And then resting in his grip is a something between kind of like a short sword and a long sword. It's kind of like a curved broadsword. It has kind of like a purplish tint to it. And the handle seems to be made up of mostly like twisting vines. A single eye opens up on the blade and just kind of begins to look between the group.
That's not creepy.
Oh, relax. He's harmless. For the most
are all
part.
of us here for this, or is this a different thing?
No, this is just Ashley, unless she had wanted people to accompany her.
Nope, solo.
You may continue.
Sounds good. He's harmless. Don't worry. Just don't get on his bad side. And he is going to go and set the blade in the open seat in front of a steaming cup of tea that has not been touched. And just... Well, dear friend, I believe my other friend here has some questions for you.
Does you... I'm talking to a knife? Do you...
That's
know?
more like a sword, but
Sword, knife, sword, pointy, stab, stab.
Yeah.
Do you know of, it was Veilguard, right?
Veilguard was one of them. Veilguard, Lucitar.
Do you know, of either of those places?
The eye opens up more and just kind of looks at you, making direct eye contact, and then turns back to Storm. Oh, I apologize. Living in the woods for so long, I forget that I'm the only one who can hear him. He says that the name rings a bell, but he's been stuck here for some time.
Oh.
And as he says that, Storm just kind of smiles a little bit.
I'm like nervously looking at Demir this whole interaction.
Demir just kind of whispers, "Shit, old man, you were holding out on me." It's like, damn, that's a cool sword.
Damn, you chop with that sword?
If it is what my friend here thinks he remembers, then it's not of this plane of existence,
this.
Oh, come on. You were just on another plane. Don't be coy.
But how would. And I'm gonna explain Dream Man, literal.
Uh-huh.
Explain about Stitch to both the three of them.
Ooh, I want that.
Yeah. Well, when I made my pact with this one, they weren't native to this plane of existence either. My will drew them to me. With a strong enough cause and a little bit of magic, connections can be made. Whoever this is, they're searching for you, specifically. You said that they seemed confused when you ran into them.
Very.
It may be a subconscious calling, similar to that of the Azamar. But whoever it is, it's very likely that your fates are intertwined.
He wants me to come find him.
If he's reaching out to you in this way, then it's likely that he's a person of great power. It's usually difficult for it to go the other way around, you understand? It could be similar to the towers here. If you're familiar.
Uh-huh. Okay. So if he's powerful, it's not making sense. Why does he keep getting tortured?
Have you ever met the god of the wind?
Nope.
I have a few times. And when he was rescued from his tower, he was trapped inside of an object. And now he commands the winds and the storms. Sometimes we get stuck in a situation where no matter how powerful we are, we have to rely on outside help. There are some situations that you can't conquer on your own. It's possible this could be the same.
Could he be on a tower here? In a tower here?
That I do not know.
I'm gonna take a couple shots and think very hardly.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Uh,
This is happening during the same time as the other two games, right?
yes.
So at this point, would Rumor of the Tower reached?
No, because Queenborn Brisket is trying to keep that under wraps.
Okay.
Yeah. I see what
'Cause I
you're
know-
trying to pull.
Because I know that the god knows as well, because we did tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this isn't happening, or this is
Okay,
happening at the same time, but it's not common knowledge that there's another tower.
I just wanted to check just in case.
Yeah.
Because these guys
There
probably know
is
as well.
something that I possibly do. Let me just concentrate for a minute as I think about my spell list and if I have access to this spell.
Sorry, you're so lucky I love you. Like,
I'm gonna continue taking shots in contemplation.
come on, Tay, go back to sleep.
Shots.
Everybody.
I just thought of
You
just thought of something funny.
described him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In that case, he is going to grab onto the sword once more. One hand on the hilt, one hand on the blade, with the eye facing up and looking at him. His eyes go kind of glassy. And I'm actually going to have you roll this. Because I think that sounds fun. Roll me 1d20 plus 8. Or no, wait. Hold on. Yeah, 1d20 plus 8.
1d20. That would be a 17. I can count. Yeah.
17. Yeah, so his eyes go glassy, and the eye on the blade kind of gets clouded over for a moment.
Me too.
And then it very quickly returns. Either my memory is not so good, or my imagination's not so good, or something's keeping me out. I tried to scry on this man, but I wasn't able to see anything. I'm sorry.
She's gonna, like, just lean back and huff. He is just in dreams then, for now.
Well, not necessarily.
Hmm.
The spell began to take effect. It has to have a target for that. I wouldn't be able to cast it if there was no actual person. So at the very least, wherever they are, he exists.
Does that spell only through all planes? Or this plane?
It's only on this plane.
So he's here.
Seems somewhat likely.
She's gonna very excited. I can fucking talk.
Are you sure about that?
Talking for nerds.
Ah,
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
gonna look to Demir and say, "That's now." I'm gonna ask you. Do you know where or have an extra club that because you love me so much and that one time so long ago I helped you? Could you help me? Because I gotta go find this man.
He looks at you. How tall is Ashlyn? And what's her strength?
I got a 14 strength
So should
And-
they
and
be?
how-
and she's 5'11".
So should they be?
So he stands up and he sets his club on the ground. And the club is like 4 feet long.
I thought he was gonna fucking comment on you for a second.
And the club is like 4 feet long, and it is covered in like metal studs that make it like pretty heavy. Are you entirely sure that this is your style?
I can try.
Be my guest.
Oh god, am I rolling a strength?
God almighty.
To see
So
if I can even lift it.
for funsies, yeah. Because you're not proficient in the weapon either. Because this is
Could
a
we
great.
argue athletics would apply here too?
Yeah, it'd be athletics.
If that means any difference.
This would be an athletics for you. Because I believe that a great club is a martial weapon, whereas a regular club is simple.
Yeah.
Great clubs are martial, yes.
Yeah.
Let me fail this real quick.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say, do you have a littler one?
Yeah, so you are able to get it off the ground, and it's taking you both hands to hold. Where he typically,
Oh,
like,
wait, it actually is simple.
Oh. Well, then, the DC's a little bit
I
lower.
didn't know that. It's...
The DC's a
To
little
be
bit
fair,
lower.
it's just a stick.
So, yeah, you are able to lift it up. It is taking you both hands to carry it, whereas Demir, when he's fighting, typically, like, hefts it over his shoulder. A littler one. I think that would be a good call. Are we talking littler like shorter, or are we talking littler like thinner and lighter?
Shorter.
Okay.
And 7 inches.
So you're looking for just a regular club?
Not regular, but yes. Something besides this holding my club up.
He's going to stand up, look around, walk up to a tree, walk up to another tree. See him just kind of like inspecting the branches for a minute. And he just grabs one, yanks it down. This one's more like about 1.5 feet, much thinner. How about this? This more your size?
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's see. What you're gonna do, I would say go to Groza and ask them, but I fucking hate those guys. My next best guess would be Miram or Isla Vista. I know that at one point in time, the king of Miram had a great club commissioned there. It was decently high quality.
Should probably say hi to the folks anyway, huh?
Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay. Go to Mira.
And I'll tell you what, if you're looking to get it enchanted, that's one thing. At that point, it doesn't really need all these, and he's just going to run a finger along his great club, just along the metal studs. But if you're looking to save a bit of cash, have him drive some nails into it like this. A little bit of metal in a club goes a long way. Mechanically, he's basically telling you how to turn it into a savage weapon if you would like. Which, when you crit with an attack on a savage weapon, you roll an extra damage die.
Yeah.
But it is a mundane
Well,
weapon, non-magical.
Well, put nails in the baseball bat.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Look for Negan. Oh wait, no, that was barbed wire, wasn't it? Yeah, that was barbed wire. Okay, I don't know, it's been a minute. Was there anything else that you need help with?
I don't know if she should ask about that right now.
Up to you.
No, that's it.
Very well. Then in that case, they will just sit around drinking tea and enjoying the rest of the night. As you have been given some information, and our camera will now... well, did you want to buy that club before the end of the downtime? Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can either... He kind of simplified it a bit when he said to put some nails into it. Turning a regular club, which is normally very cheap, like, don't even worry about the cost, it's literally a tree branch. Turning it into a savage weapon would cost about 100 gold. Enchanting it into just a straight up +1 would be 500 gold.
And it's one or the other, not both.
Yes. A savage weapon, like the metal studs on a savage weapon, or like, however the savage weapon would get its upgrade, is basically nullified by turning it into a +1.
Okay. Yeah, I would do the savage weapon.
Very cool. Alright.
You said that was how much?
So savage weapon is 100 gold.
So savage.
Yup.
Yeah.
So, then in that case, go ahead and knock that off, and our camera will shift over to Noct.
Hi.
What is Noct doing during this downtime?
So Noct is gonna take up some bartending because why not? You know,
That's
we
right.
gotta we gotta get some form of money while on this downtime, especially for 2 months. Oh my goodness. And you know, gather some intel on some of the other neighboring places. I think I was gonna go over to Nero.
Yeah.
Also, free alcohol.
Also free alcohol, exactly.
So-
I am going to mention that I'm going to be specifically in the elf persona Meriden. Just for shiggles. Just to keep a normal face. for now.
Gotcha. So the main, like, tavern, there's, like, regular taverns, and then there's the Band of the Hawk, which is an adventuring game.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yes, the name is a Berserk reference. Or more,
Yeah, that's kind
more
of why I was
accurately.
saying that.
more accurately, it's a Beast in Black reference, but the song is based on,
Yes.
the entire album is based on Berserk.
Yes. Ooh, toughie. Because originally I was just gonna do a normal tavern, but you know the adventuring girl.
If you meet a man named Griffin, stab him immediately.
Wait, it sounds like being a bartender at an adventuring guild sounds like fun. Never know what could happen. So you know what? What the fuck not?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, one sec. I got something in my throat.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody needs some water.
Someone needs to hydrate before they dihydrate.
Hydrate.
Like a fucking nerd.
Nerd. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm good now. So,
Good.
the Band of the Hawk is a very old establishment at this point. So the setting, the world has been like populated by humanoids for about 125-ish years. The Band of the Hawk has been here for about 115.
Okay.
They are not a new organization. It was originally founded by a man named Tajik, who was an adventurer whose leg got stabbed by a wyvern and had to be amputated.
Oh, fun.
He is long dead now, and it's kind of gone through a few different headmasters in this time. The guild has kind of risen and fallen in popularity, but right now it's got a good few hundred members.
Respectable.
Yeah. So I'm going to have you roll me. Let's see. I'm going to have you roll me 4 perception checks, assuming that you're doing this for the entire 2 months.
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
for things that you might hear or things you might notice.
Sure. You said perception.
Yeah, 4.
We got 1. We got 2. Ugh. We got 3. And we got 4. I mean, at least we got better over time.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Very cool.
Uh-oh.
You get a little bit of information.
Give me that hot, juicy goss.
You find out that on your, like in your first couple of weeks there, you learn that coming from a warlock, you hear something about how their patron hasn't been answering for some time. And it's not normally like that. Sitting down and actually like talking to them for a little bit. Their patron was an elemental wolf, known as the Ashen Wolf. It is very much like Golden Retriever energy, but on fire. So for it to just up and abandon them and stop answering, it's highly unusual. And with your 22 in perception, because that's actually a very good roll for that, you also learn that its home was another plane. It was the elemental plane of fire.
You said its home was the elemental plane of fire?
Yes.
Okay.
And with an 18, you hear that a rich person's home, not just any rich person, there was actually a break-in at the Lord's Manor, at the King's Manor. And someone stole a few important artifacts. Nothing that King Leo Edmund II had been using regularly. They were more like trophies during his adventuring time.
Okay.
The person was confronted in the streets by Leo's son, whose name is also Leo. And they split up into 9 different versions of themselves and ran in separate directions.
For the artifacts or trophies that were stolen, were any of them of like big note with that 18? Like anything of like
Um,
severe importance?
One of the things that they were going for was his fable. Fables are artifact weapons that evolve as the character's story evolves. They are based on the character's fame, and they tried to steal it from him.
Okay.
Some of the other things that were stolen were a uh, a bronze bull statue that had at one point been a minotaur. Just kind of like shrunken down. And I'm trying to think of what else. Give me one moment, because I'm actually going to go and open up that game. And I'm gonna,
Yeah, there's a lot in that one.
there is a lot.
Okay, who had the last laugh? No, we have the weapon. I was about to say, who had the
No.
last laugh with the glaive? Oh, wait, no, we have the glaive on the other game.
Yeah, Fervor has the glaive now. Let's see. There's Leo.
You said Leon was confronted, or was it Leo?
Leo,
Leo.
the old man.
Okay.
Dude, it's so unhinged. It's so unhinged.
Oh,
It could be his magical manacles.
going through his character sheet. It's like katana, uniform in the style of your unit. Later on, historical text written in the old tongue. Journal of daily life. Cat with milk on his face picture.
Yep, I remember that one.
Yeah.
One of the objects that was stolen was an enchanted quiver that would create arrows made of light. That was the most important one to him, as he used it a lot during his adventuring days. It's not really his go-to anymore, but it had a lot of sentimental value.
So
You said the arrows were made of light, specifically?
Yes, so the way that the item was said to have worked, from people who saw him in action, was he would leave the quiver like in the sun for a little bit, and it would fill with arrows made of pure light.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Sorry, I'm like for once I'm actually taking notes.
Yeah, no worries.
So,
Okay.
look, like these two would tell you I'm really bad when it comes to like taking notes or remembering things for games. So
That's why I said, "Who are you?
Well-
What'd you do in my dress?"
One other thing that you notice, just while you're working there, during one of the off weeks.
Okay.
In the Band of the Hawk, there are multiple boards with like names of members and where they rank on like just jobs done, just general rankings.
Mhm.
And then off to the side of that, in its own separate column, there is a single name that is dusted, or like just covered in dust and cobwebs. And it looks like people would probably like take it down by now. It's been up there for who knows how long. And a picture. The picture is of a blue dragonborn with a long golden horn on his nose and a strange symbol of like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like an open laughing mouth, but very abstract. Make me a religion check.
Ooh.
I can't wait to die to him.
8?
You do not know what you don't know what the symbol is, but the name underneath it has been scratched out and written below whatever his name was before on the board is just the Blue Butcher.
Do you need me
And
to find
with-
the art?
And with that, you can make a history check as well if you like.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? You know what? Sure. Try. That's a 10.
The name sounds vaguely familiar, but you don't remember why.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find his art.
I already found it.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were wanting that soon.
Yeah.
Here's the Blue Butcher.
Where did you DM it to me, or are you posting it?
I'm putting it in gamer chat.
Okay. I will also bring it up on the stream.
God. That's gnarly, dude.
That's a manlet right there,
That's
as the R4 would say.
That's
Yeah.
a brick shithouse
Put it
right
up.
there.
There
I'm
it is.
sorry.
Oh, y'all want to see Leo as well?
The-
I can pull that one up too.
This is the art that
Yeah.
that is shown.
Ugh. Yeah. No, that's gnarly.
That was a fun campaign.
That's fucking gnarly. Okay.
And here's
Not
Leo, the
apologizing.
second.
And also, real quick, if you want kind of an idea of the style of the symbol that is on his neck, look at this. Look at the moon in that picture in the top left.
Here's I can see it. Ah, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how hard that is to try to describe.
It makes me think of an
Gotcha.
Ashian's like symbol from 14.
Yes, it kind of does look like an ass. Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. And that is all the information that you get from your 2 months of working at Mirren. Aside from just like regular comings and goings of like just random groups of adventurers in the guild. That's just what's useful to you for now.
Cool. Building that rapport, doing whatever.
Yeah.
That was really about it, and didn't want to look for anything like super specific.
Okay.
Like that.
Then our camera will shift back over to Sarai. How has your training been going? Do you like gun?
I don't know. Let's see.
Gungo Burr.
Can you tell? Can you give me the stat block for the pistol again, real quick, just so I can put it in?
It is so it uses Dex. It is
Yeah.
Are
It
you
is-
using
it has a
the,
range-
gunslinger stats?
No, I'm just kind of literally making it up right now.
Okay.
It is 60, 120 for range. And it deals 1d8 plus dex damage. Crits on a 19 or 20. Regardless of feats
Oh,
or
there's the
anything
range.
like that. Regardless of feats or like character or like class abilities, it will stay 19 to 20.
Gotcha. I was just gonna make a roll to see how she did with it.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd say probably make
just
a
for-
few.
Also, I assume the damage is piercing, just because
Yeah,
it's a gun.
Yeah.
I kind of figured. Blop. All right.
yeah, it's taking a little bit of getting used
I'll-
to because a bow doesn't normally beat the shit out of your hand when you fire.
Yeah, recoil. Should I do it like 3 times, just because gun?
I'd say so.
All right. I figured that was a good middle ground.
That's respectable.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah. And to accompany your gunner feat, during your practice, you've figured out like a way to simplify the reloading process. Instead of putting in like powder and all that separately, you have like little pouches that you just kind of place in there, and it will ignite and fire. That's basically
Right.
how I'm simplifying your ignoring reloads.
Yeah, essentially, I don't need to reload anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just cue the
All right.
video of Herschel from The Walking Dead with his infinite ammo shotgun.
Basically. Well, if I got the blunderbuss, that would actually be pretty accurate.
Yep.
All right, so I guess she takes the gun back to the thing. She's the fan of it. Um. I think she'll get the little special metal thingy. For now.
The little net that splits the shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So then your total cost for this little shopping trip is 150 gold.
I have that much money. I did already subtract the 20 for the pistol.
No. Oh, yeah, I said 20. That's right. 120 gold, not 150.
Yeah, the 50 was for the blunderbuss. I did subtract the 20 already because she was getting the gun regardless, so I'll just subtract an additional 100.
There you go.
Alright.
Alright.
And plop. So she gets that, and then after that she kind of just heads back and decides to keep practicing with her keep practicing her shots back at base, using just like makeshift targets.
Fantastic. Then, now that everybody else's downtime is complete, we come to the last person.
Great.
What is Nekos doing with his downtime?
Okay. I guess one, I would see if I can find this possible magic item available. I'm gonna put it in just gamers chat.
Oh, okay.
Just easier since we're on that page.
Dagger of the Ogre Mate. So it's a knife that can cast cantrips.
It's a sword that casts cantrips. Remember, it's a dagger for an
Oh.
ogre.
Yeah,
It's a
gotcha.
sword for a satyr.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, Cat, real quick. Can I buy a second pistol? Because I want to bring one back to Neko so you can reverse engineer it.
Sure.
Oh,
Um,
I
Neko's
figured
already
he'd
had
like
fire.
that.
Oh, I already know firearms because I'm an artificer. I forgot.
Well, if I want you to make magic gun or
Oh
something.
yeah. I can make that again.
Just so like you can understand the thing a little better.
Sounds good to me.
And you also have a base to work off of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just an additional 20 for another pistol, right?
yeah.
120. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not doing anything with this one, so it's just regular.
I can always plus one if need be.
Yeah.
The sword, I'd say it's pretty simple for you to make. You see some pretty basic designs while you're out shopping one day, and think that you can improve upon them. It will take you your... How long was it?
So this is
Your
uncommon.
your 2 weeks, and because I give out a lot of gold in my games, the typical thing doesn't really count, because otherwise everything would be dirt cheap. So it's going to be closer to about 400 gold.
400 gold. Okay, to get one of these made.
Yeah.
And you said approve upon it. What do you mean by approve?
Like, okay, that was just me flavoring, like, what gave you the idea to use this.
Okay. So that was 400 gold to make one of these. Got it. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll figure out the can. How much is cantrip scrolls? They're like
I-
expensive. I know they're a thing.
I do not know.
Scroll cantrip. They are a minor common item. Cantrip. No, that's not one.
I'll let you figure out the price for the cantrip scrolls and which ones you want to put in the blade between games.
Yep.
For now, does anybody else have anything
No.
that they'd like to do in downtime?
Well, that was 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. So you've got more time
Alright.
if you want to make something else.
How much would you say would making goggles of night vision be the same gold cost or lower gold cost? I already
Um,
have like an infusion, so would that change
Be-
that as well?
Yeah, because it's a much simpler thing because you already have the infusion, I'll say that
Mhm.
one's like 200 gold.
200 gold. Okay, I will make 3. No, wait, not. I'll make. I'll make 2 of them,
Okay.
and I particularly make one of them in the shape of Beetle's helmet.
Okay.
And Beetle now has goggles of night vision, and it was Knocked that needed one as well.
Kiara.
So I will give Knock a pair of them that looks like this. 1 second. I just want to give something that looks like this to Knock. Cool. Night vision goggles that look like these spectacles.
Okay. Very cool.
That'll be another 400 gold. Where's my sheet? Here, all of it. 205. And then the rest I'll get my cantrips. So that'll be 6 weeks. That leaves me. Are we saying there's 4 weeks a month?
Yes.
That leaves me what? 6 more weeks? No, 8 weeks. No, 10 weeks. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Because there's not really much else to do, so he'll just do odd like wood crafting jobs or herbalism jobs, just craftsman shit around here that needs to be done.
Yeah. So you're just gonna try to make a little bit of extra money for the last couple
Basically.
weeks?
Yeah, it lasts like month and a quarter.
Roll me a tools check for whatever tool you're trying to use.
Alright.
And also, Knocked, I forgot, roll me another perception or persuasion check to see how much you're gonna get paid.
Ooh, persuasion. I'm gonna.
Oh,
You
knocked.
don't-
You said knocked.
No.
Yeah. Why does nobody listen to me?
I don't
You
know.
no, you don't say that you're good at something before you roll it. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
You know what? I'll make some pipe.
I'm
That makes
okay
sense.
in persuasion.
Yeah.
I don't. That doesn't have any impact. I just thought it was woodcarver's tools.
I'm making peace pipes for everyone. I'm just making pipes for people.
All the pipes.
All the pipes.
All the pipes.
Okay.
Pipe bomb,
So
good.
this first one is for Knocked. It is this times 10. You make 70
Mine was
gold.
for shits and giggles, so just ignore me.
Yeah.
Cool.
And since you rolled significantly better, Knuckles, this times 10. 200
This
gold?
time's 200 gold.
Nice.
400.
Alright. Since that wraps up your downtime,
They're
I'm gonna
25
give-
gold each.
nice.
Marks 5 off my.
I'm going to give one last call. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to do during the downtime? Anybody who hasn't used up all their time already?
I was going to look for armor.
Armor, that's right. I did forget something. That is totally my bad.
So tis.
What kind
Unless
of
anyone wants
armor
to
are
do like
you
a
looking for?
A medium armor.
Medium armor. Okay. Are you looking for any specific kind, or are you looking for like magic armor, or just like something to raise your AC a bit?
I mean, magic armor would be nice.
Magic armor. Let's go to the Griffin saddlebag.
Oh yeah, one of the cantrips is going to be Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Armor. Search, Damien. Nope, that won't be any use to you. Well, hold on. I am forgetting what your actual race is. Do you have the Fey ancestry trait? Are you like one of the elves that have that?
I should. Because I'm a wood elf.
Oh, that intrigues.
Yeah.
Ahab. What elves should have it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I have it.
Awesome. I'm just grabbing a few different options here that I will
Wabby.
send to you. Looking for like one, maybe. Yeah, I'll go for these two. So, first option here is a set of padded armor that's kind of meant to look tougher than it actually is. Like it's meant to look almost like metal plates, but it is kind of more flexible. And it has a sick cape. And the shopkeep tells you that while attuned to it, it creates an after image when you attempt to move. If you are moving away from a creature and they try to get an attack of opportunity on you, there is a chance that they will just entirely miss regardless of their roll.
Oh. Okay.
Um,
Oh. Is
there
that light
is.
armor or medium armor?
This is all going to be. Okay, so that one was medium armor. This one is leather armor. While wearing this armor, if you fail a Constitution saving throw against an effect from a hostile source, you can choose to succeed it instead. You can do that once a day. And the leather on this armor has like little grooves cut into it to make the chest piece kind of look like the face of an owlbear.
How much are these looking?
So that one is going to. Let's see. Both of those are going to run you about 600 gold. There is another set of armor that is specifically made to look kind of like fancy and noble. While wearing it, you can cast Disguise Self once per day, and you are immune to fairy fire. that one does not require a tune.
Mm,
Those are just 3 options for you.
that first one sounded good.
It seems really good, especially for an uncommon item.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the first one.
Fantastic. Then in that case, here is, I will send you in DMs the full description of the armor. As well as, for everybody else, I'm just going to post the picture of the armor here in general.
Okay.
And this is leather
Oh,
armor.
Ooh.
Nice.
They made it look, I'm going to bring it up on stream too. They made it look like really impressive and like really defensive for leather armor.
I like that.
All right. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Then in that case, if we are all settled, that is where we will go ahead and end our downtime session,
Woo!
let's go.
Okay.
as
Pew pew.
time eventually does move on. And I'll be reaching out to Beetle in DMs to get him to figure out what's going on with his downtime. We might have a new player next week. Depends on how busy they end up being. They keep
Okay.
getting into new stuff.
Yee.
But yeah. I actually am going to call it there. I was thinking about doing a little bit of Tarkov after, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just gonna hop out and go grab food. Thanks for
That sounds
stopping
good.
by, everybody. I
No
hope you
problem.
all have a good night. I'm gonna find somebody to throw a raid out to real quick.
Ooh, let's go.
You take it easy.
Mm.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Next step is get the all-purpose tools.
Wee.
My God.
I'm gonna throw a raid out to Cayman. He's playing Hades. I
I-
think he's pretty new to
Ooh.
Hades.
Ooh. See, I've been getting back
I
into
go
Hades
pick-
lately. I miss that game so much.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's a
I hate
really
it.
good game, and I really should have played it after it left early access, but I haven't touched it.
I need to play it
Or
again.
Hades is my
shame.
favorite. Hades is my favorite bisexual experience.
More
Nice.
shame
Fair.
on you.
Yeah, that's so true. Anyway, I'm gonna hop on out. Bye, everybody. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, chat.